Hi, welcome to KB Homestead. We are Katja and Basti, and today we want to give you a little tour of our property and want to talk a little bit who we are and what we want to do. So, starting out, this little wooden shed is will become our lovely garden shed. As we enter, you see that at the moment the shed is used as storage for wooden garden furniture or garden furniture in general. Which was left by the previous owners, which is really lovely. And as you have a look outside, you see the space there, and this space will become our main vegetable garden. But we will take you along on this journey as soon as the snow melts, which will be in a few months as we are just starting. And walking along here, we see that we had a little friend, a dear friend, visit us. And this friend took a walk around our property. But we also want to introduce us and give you a little backstory of who we are. So, Basti and I are both from Germany. Actually, we lived next to a major city. And he was working on a small fruit farm, apple farm actually, and I am working in the office. So he had a lot of connection to like a kind of homestead farm life, and I not so much. We had a garden and we did some jams and probably some tomato sauce, but nothing too much. But I and also him, we always craved this natural rhythm, less people or people not stacked on top of each other. And yeah, just a slower pace of living. And as we talked about our future, we wanted to create a space where we could have that, and that's where we ended up, in the Swedish countryside, in a small town with just around 1,000 people. As we walk down, you see like this little house. This is our water house, as we have a well, and the pump is in there that it is not freezing solid, because this would be kind of a disaster. And there you see like the longer white and red house is a barn with a workshop and a big space for hay bales to store. And then we've got the red shed, which is more about tools and extra windows and doors and rugs and a lot of snow shovels, which you will see in a little bit, which was also left by the previous owners, which is absolutely lovely from them. Coming in, you see that I'm very sorry for the light in advance. It is actually terrible, but it is what it is. It is not a studio, it's, well, a barn. And as you see, we've got a lot of shovels over there and some trolleys over there. And then we've got a little staircase because this barn is really fancy and has an upper like gallery part where you can go, which is actually filled with surprise more tools and snow shovels and some extras. What we want to do with this shed is probably, well, use the upper part for animal feed, and in downstairs get some animals probably inside as a winter shelter, and in the summer and spring and autumn they will be outside. But which animals we will get and which animals we won't, this is a journey for next year that we will plan and take you along. So if you like to see this, follow along. And here you see some ladders, which will probably need to be replaced at some point, and a little bit of a wood storage, which Basti is using in his project at the moment. And as we just look in front of us, it's our holy halls, the heating system. As I mentioned before, Basti and I wanted a life for us with a natural rhythm and a slow pace of living, and we ended up on this property. We moved here and took over the property back in August, when it was not a winter wonderland but a summer paradise. And when we got here, because we are from Germany, we had to get to know the systems here in Sweden and on the property. As I said, we both grew up next to a city, so we had no experience with heating with wood, having a well, and the maintenance that comes with it. So from August to today, we are still learning a lot, but now we are at a place where we say we will hopefully get through the winter and are getting kind of familiar with the weekly task we have to do to maintain our water supply and make sure that we've got a warm space. So as you see the part where we are now, we are at a space where a lot of machinery or machine parts are just stored, and we will have to clean that up eventually and have a look what we will do with that space. Now as we go up here, which is kind of steep, even though you can't see it really, we get to a part which is very important, and it is our wood storage. Because we have a wood heating system, we actually have to have a lot of wood. So this is our supply, which will hopefully bring us through the winter. And then we will fill it up next year.
Hey guys, Editing Buster here to say goodbye. I hope you enjoyed this video, and while I'm sliding down the wood chips like I'm snowboarding, I wish you all a nice day, and we will see you next week.